Welcome to this week's episode of the Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin network. Someone's talking about sports, Chargers and Raiders fan. Going to break down week 6 of the NFL season as it pertains to our teams, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders. And we're also going to get into a little bit of talk about teams that are surprising us, whether they're a lot better than we thought or a lot worse than we thought. So stay tuned after the home team recap as we get into that.
Sounds like my family discussing me at a holiday.
What is that?
Whether I'm bitter or not, whether I'm surprising them, but whether it's good or bad.
No, we had really high hopes. Oh, he's really surprised us this year.
Like, hey, the kid's really good. He's really nice. He's got a lot of people that really he helps a lot of kids.
There you go.
And everybody's like, yeah, that is gonna do something better. But hey,
what's better than helping kids? I had a thought today. I was like, bro, was I supposed to be a teacher? Just playing and like doing stuff with my kid. I'm like, oh man, this is
what is the show on Fox about the school? What is it called?
This on Fox?
Is it on Fox or is it on ABC, CBS?
Oh, Abbott Elementary, Quinta Brunson.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Put me in a school like that.
Bro, yeah, just have to figure it out and get stuff done for the kids and teach them and help them grow and be smart and safe. Yeah, that'd be dope. But instead, we're podcasting about sports. We are here on the Polytickin network. Shout out to the pod boys over there at Polytickin podcast. Make sure to tap into what they're doing. Cepha M, oh, hello, Marcus. We also have the Pacifica movie starter kit, which we have like 40 hours of reviews from a bunch of Pacific Islander films. From Moana to Boy to Once Were Warriors to The Legend of Johnny Lingo. Definitely check that out. Let us know what else you want us to watch. We are the Ballinesian podcast. I'm always talking about sports. We will be at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco, so you're in the spot. Definitely hit us up, and we will see you there in the second week of February. We need you to email us places to go and eat in the San Francisco Bay Area.
That we won't get shot at.
Do you know any places of like note to eat at yet that you're excited about to go hit up?
Yeah, there's a place in town. They do. I liken it to like the little huts in Samoa where you can go there.
Nice.
I think it's like a $10 plate. You get this fat ass pork chop. It's Chinese food.
Oh
but you
yeah,
get like a fat ass pork chop, some chow mein, some. I have to look it up again, but that place. There's some restaurants down touristy, but like down on Fisherman's Wharf. You go down there, walk the wharf. There's some places out there, but like definitely like we'll talk to to our sponsor, Eri from Livaso. I know he's definitely probably got some spots out there.
Nice. Yep.
We'll talk to Pete Tololo, the creator and the brainchild of the Living Room Media, and not only the Living Room Media, but the Living Room clothing line.
Nice.
So yeah, talk to those
busy
guys.
as a beaver,
man. And then of course, one of the guys who feels like we've known forever, but we kind of just met in August.
The Molies, and Mac Moley. we gotta hit them up. Be in San Francisco, be in their area.
Yes, Men and Mac. Yeah. And then we could be in one of Mena's great short films or like.
No.
She shoots so well, man. Mena can make us look good on camera. I don't know how good she is.
I would love to work handsome. With them. Just hold like the bounce sheets or like the lighting. No, I would be honored. Absolutely honored. Shout out to cinematographer and Mac Moment there. All right, yeah, Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco. We're going to be there. Email us, ballinesian@gmail.com with your food suggestions or questions you want to ask. We're going to be walking around just talking, asking questions of people, trying to get the vibe of what Super Bowl week is like. We've never been to a Super Bowl city during Super Bowl week, so very excited to get out there. San Francisco in February.
I've been to several Super Bowls. Yes, they might be on Madden.
Oh.
But
We are sponsored by Levasa Island Apparel, www.levasaislandapparel.com. Mo Betta at @le_Vasa on Instagram. You can DM Brother Uri directly for orders, and they can get it shipped to you. They have the neighborhood market, the Via Dolorosa neighborhood market, happening this Saturday. I think it's the 18th from 2
Man, the
to
food
8
looks so
p.m.
good.
Oh, man. From
Oh
2 to
gosh.
8 p.m. Definitely get down there in Modesto, California, 1331 Cascade Avenue, where they're setting up a community gathering, get together, something that's regular, something people can count on. So help them build it up. That's a lot of work that's going into the community. So
Yeah.
yeah, I want people to show up, not just people to buy stuff, but vendors. If you got something to showcase, definitely hit up Brother Uriah. That's an entrepreneur right there, someone that can talk with you through it, someone that can explain what's going on and also explain how, the neighborhood market, being a vendor there can help. Uh,
Let him mentor
get your
you
reps up.
guys. You
I
know,
don't know if he wants to be a mentor, but like definitely helping,
nah, he
put
don't have a
people on.
choice now, man. He
Yeah,
don't have
for
a
real.
choice.
Yeah, you got to do it now.
Yeah, I'll put it out, man. You gonna
Oh,
be a
nice.
mentor.
Love it.
Sorry, man. You have to be a mentor now, dog.
Yeah. That is the Via Dolorosa Neighborhood Market. That is this Saturday, the 18th, from 2 to 8 p.m. there in Modesto. I will not be in attendance. I will be working a double this weekend. I'm working a double Saturday and then getting like 4 hours of sleep and working a double Sunday. Because stuff is still happening in Portland. It's not on fire, okay? Don't believe what you're seeing here on biased TV networks.
Bro,
Portland's still
okay.
rolling.
The only thing I'll say on it, because it's such a big subject that if we get into it, we're not talking about sports anymore. But how how do you just blatantly lie about it and then like keep lying about it and then
That's
keep
all you gotta
lying about it
do. That's
and then
all you
keep,
gotta
oh
do. You just
man,
gotta
like,
keep saying the message and
but
it will
look,
be accepted.
it'd be something else if they had, like, if there was like, I wouldn't even be mad at them if they sent troops or if they actually needed them there. Like, but
Oh
we have
yeah.
people the governor's telling you, the people of Portland are telling you, and just like, and that's how I would say, because I'm already getting frustrated and I just want to go outside.
Right. Well, not to further frustrate you, but there are reports in our city, our side of Portland, out in Hillsborough, that like ICE is popping up and doing raids and stuff.
Oh God, there's some
Uh,
already downtown. They have video of people like downtown. So like,
yes, I saw a video today where the lady was like, "Hey, these guys are ICE," and like coordinated the community to block them off.
yeah, nah.
I was
And
like,
what's
"Oh,
weird
bro, that's
is
nice. Shout out to them."
these fools, like, they act like they're like, bro, you're a bounty hunter. You're And the
Yeah,
federal
they are
government
paying a
shut
lot
down,
of
fool.
money trying to get them to join.
This is why they shut down the federal government, so they can pay these fools to do that shit.
I know so many people are going to accept like the bonuses that they're throwing out there. There's such huge like
Hey man, I'm not
you
gonna lie.
can't, you
I'm
can't.
petty, bro.
No, we can't. It's so
I'll
much
be
money. They're like
I,
50,000 minus your debt,
bro,
60,000 sign-on bonus over 10 years.
I'll
Just
be
come and
out
arrest
there.
these people and throw them out away from their families. That's all you got to do. You just got to be cruel and unusual. Come on.
I'll be out there with my
Anyways,
mask on, walking over, handcuffing people, taking to the corner. Okay, go, 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 go,
okay,
go.
go. Run,
Okay, gotta
fly,
go.
you fools.
I'm gonna have two phones, man. I'm gonna be in the car with all the hooded dudes, like, texting people. We're on the way. You guys gotta go. You guys gotta
Yeah,
go.
we got a
Pay
boy.
me.
Nice.
Pay me.
All right. It was an exciting week, a great week for the home teams. Here from the Ballinesian podcast, the Chargers and the Raiders getting dubs. Back to it. We are back in the win column for both of our
Hey,
teams. So
we can go. We can go 12-4. No, we can go. Is it how many
13 and
games?
4.
We can go 13-4. No,
If
what?
you guys just win out from here,
Yeah,
hey, there you
not we
go.
can. We're going to. We're back,
Oh,
baby. We
oh.
are back. Super Bowl bound.
It's
If you didn't see my status on Sunday, that's what it was. Come on, guys. You gotta believe.
the
Gotta believe.
Raiders haven't won a game in almost a month, but as
Why you
soon as
say?
they put
Why
one
you
more
say it like that?
W, oh,
Why
I
you
was going to say
say?
4 weeks, but it sounded so long if I said 4 weeks. So
Your
almost
tone.
a month.
I don't like your tone.
I don't like your statements.
I don't like your statement right now.
All right. Let's start with the Chargers, who went and intercepted cousin Tua Tagovailoa 3 times in Miami. What terrible guess. The Chargers, though, let the Dolphins hang around and needed a last-second field goal from Cameron Dicker to win this game 29-27. The MVP of the game is kicker Cameron Dicker, 5 of 5, including the game-winning point, the game-winning field goal. Field goals from 42, 31, 29, 35, 33, as well as 2 extra points. The Chargers were getting stuffed in the red zone. And
Kickers? That's wild. Kickers have the greatest names ever. Sorry to interrupt
kickers?
you. Yeah, but Dicker the
This
kicker?
has Dicker the kicker.
That's
Cameron Dicker the kicker. That's
Moody?
his name.
Moody? And I just wanted to say that because I know all the Frisco fans are like, why the fuck did he just on Monday night going 4 for 4? Anyway, continue because the Chargers were awesome.
Kickers are doing their thing. Cameron Dicker is the most accurate kicker in NFL history with over 100 attempts. I think it's like 96%.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean,
no, statistically, he is the most accurate kicker in
like,
NFL history. In
those
NFL
are
history,
like very like I don't know. I
but
think
numbers.
No,
historical fact.
It's perspective.
It is not. It is the math of any kicker who's kicked more than 100 kicks.
Those are
Cameron Dicker has the highest made field goal percentage. Justin Herbert, clutch, although he was rushed. The offensive line was Austin Deculus on the left, Mekhi Becton, right guard. Bobby Hart signed up from the practice squad to play right tackle.
Bobby Hart played tackle for you guys?
Bobby Hart, number 66, played right tackle for us and had like 3 false start. Hey, shut up. Oh, I thought you knew who he was. I was like, yeah, he's from like 6 years ago. He hasn't started a game in 6 years. 4 to 6 years.
And now you know why.
And now we know why, because he had so many false starts. He got beat just enough, though, for the Chargers to pull the game out. I think Will Dissly was back, so as a tight end, they used him a lot. They used him a lot to like help protect Justin Herbert. Herbert, especially for this line, being the backup players that it was, looked a lot more comfortable and was able to deliver stuff. Still, 29 to 38, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And that last throw that he threw, he literally shook off the Dolphins edge rusher Jalen Phillips, who had him like wrapped up. He shrugged him off and then shot the ball down to Ladd McConkey, who was able to get a step inside on one of the defenders and break like a 40-yard run to make it an easy kick to seal the game.
Herbert's not a small guy, so like I can see it. He's not a small guy.
So, and this also happened in the Broncos game earlier where he like kind of moved away, but he made the pass while he was getting hit, while he had a guy basically tackling him in the motion of tackling him. Do you think Justin Herbert is like bigger than those linebackers think? Like they think, oh, this should be able to take a quarterback down, but they don't account for the fact that he's bigger? Or is it something else that he's like able to shrug him off? You think he's just getting lucky?
Yeah, pretty much lucky.
Lucky, yeah.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah. I don't know why I asked you
that.
I
wouldn't say like you took. I was giving you an inch. You wanted to take a whole yard and like say that he's strong. I just said he was big. He's bigger than he looks. That's all I was.
I'm saying he shrugged off big defenders to make game-winning plays.
When you're playing, it gets sweaty. It gets on your jersey. So like. Sometimes you can just shrug guys off. They kind of slip off.
The baby oil.
If you've watched like Little Giants, sometimes people put things on their hands or jerseys like Vaseline to make people like make your jersey.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like
All right. So yeah, Vaseline. Justin Herbert's using Vaseline.
He's not so much a stronger guy, but a really good cheater. That's what he is.
Nah.
Just kidding, folks. No, he's pretty big. He's pretty strong. He's pretty big. He's strong. He's even like outside of pads, he looks like him and Josh Allen kind of have similar builds, like strong guys, man.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think that's what I'm seeing when he's shrugging off these defenders in some of these clutch moments when you gotta have it. It's definitely showing up. Lad McConkey, showing back up. 9 targets, 7 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. This game, Quentin Johnston, who has been far and away the front runner at wide receiver, missed due to a hamstring injury. He should be back for week 7. But with him out, it definitely was McConkey over Keenan Allen, who looked like Herbert was going more to. McConkey had 9 targets. I think Keenan Allen had 7. So even though Keenan only finished with like 3 catches, 30 yards, I still think 7 targets is pretty good. And I think it's like, what do you have?
That's a
38.
lot.
So
That's a lot of
seven.
yeah.
That's like 18%, which is okay, actually. But I wouldn't be scared off by the 6 PPR points by Keenan Allen. It was a pretty tough matchup. He was, getting contacted. So Keenan, Quentin Johnston, Kamani Vidal, who you
Man,
suggested you pick up between Hassan Haskins, whoever else is
right.
in the
And
the
you went with
Chargers.
Haskins, didn't you?
I did. Do you think about the runness of it? Hassan Haskins is like the bigger guy. He's also the backup. Like he's also plays special teams. Not the return man, like Gunner.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but Kamani Vidal signed up from the practice squad. He was a 5th-round pick by the Chargers. I think the last year of Tom Telesco.
yeah.
So he was kind of used last year by Jim Harbaugh, and now they're like, okay, we need running back since Najee Harris is out for the year, since Omarion Hampton, who was put on IR, and they think it's going to be more than 4 weeks. It's going to not be week 9. It's going to probably be after the week 12 bye, so week 13. So if you got
That's tough,
Omarion
man.
Hampton, or if you just traded for Omarion Hampton, I know it's going to suck, but you might have to like put him away. If it's going to be sick,
That's
that's a
crazy.
month and a half that you won't
Whoever
have Omarion Hampton.
whoever traded for him, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
So yeah, so Kamani Vidal, 22.8 PPR points, 18 carries, 124 yards with a 38-yard long rush, 4 targets for 3 catches, 14 yards and a touchdown. Kamani Vidal, it looks great. He might be a sell high. The Dolphins lead the league in how bad their run defense is. So if anyone was going to pop in this game, it was going to be the Chargers running backs, right? But it might not be as easy to run like this on other teams. I don't know exactly what it is about the Dolphins defense, whether it's missed tackles or not enough strength up front or something. But I question if Kamani Vidal is going to have, another 100-yard game next week versus the Indianapolis Colts. And if he does, then he's an every week starter until Omarion Hampton comes out. But gonna have to see exactly how that looks.
I don't feel the same. I get what you're saying, but I think he's gonna take this opportunity that he has now, and he showed what he's done, or what he can do going into the season, further into the season this past Sunday. And I think with the opportunities that he's gonna get, the touches, I think he's gonna just run hard. I mean, and also
Yeah,
running behind that line, I think the line is going to really want to prove something. And I think it's going to be much easier for them to be a good run O line than a pass protection O line.
the
So
Chargers. Yeah,
yeah, and so
yeah,
I think that's what they're going to concentrate on. So I think him and Haskins together will probably spell Hampton until Hampton gets back, or until he's healthy, because he can come back and still be not full like 100%. So but
mm-hmm.
I think Vidal has the edge on that, and I think Lance is also right. If you have him now, if you're able to get something high for him in fantasy, you should. But I also think if you can't, it's not tough on you to keep him, because I think the usage is going to be high, and
Yeah,
I think he's going to run hard. Like some guys get an opportunity and they know that this might be the only one they get, so he's gonna turn it into like either a
yeah,
new contract with the Chargers or a better opportunity for another team. So, yeah,
yeah. So hey, you got to seize this opportunity while it's presented to you.
yeah,
While it's.
no loss whether you keep him or you trade him.
Mhm.
I think it's a win-win for you.
All right. Tuipulotu gets his 5th sack of the season, beating fellow Islander Savannah off to the
Messed up,
inside,
man.
and then tackling another Samoan, Tuaniga Malu Olepola, Tango Vailoa down to the ground. Tua's been,
It's because Tui's racist, man.
Yeah, you see that double Samoan abuse on that play alone.
You self-hating Paulie.
Dude, leave the Usos alone. He's like, bro, he had Jesse Minter hitting the tees, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's crazy.
Tuli looks good, man. Again, another guy who we saw last year not get the opportunities that he's having now. He should have. He should have got everything that what's Bud Dupree.
Bud Dupree was getting. That's what I thought, yeah.
Right. So he's killing out there.
Tonga Vailoa, 21 to 32, 25 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. He's 3rd in the league in interceptions thrown with 7. Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins are 1-5. He's definitely on the hot seat. I know we talked about him saying he doesn't believe he's on the hot seat. He'd be worried if he thought he was going to get fired, but he's not worried, intimating that he thinks he's not going to get fired. I could definitely see him getting fired. He feels like he's lost kind of the control, at least publicly and through the media, of like the team.
Yeah.
We also had Tua talking about some disarray being had in the locker rooms, players not showing up to meetings, being late, stuff like that. I think if Mike McDaniel gets fired, that's really not good for Tua. Like this coach got hired to come and turn Tua into a great offensive, maestro of his crazy. I'm saying he wasn't. I'm saying he definitely wasn't throwing like he was once Mike McDaniel came and they had Tyreek Hill and they had all these crazy motions and wide open stuff. I don't know where that offense went, but it's definitely not still out there in Miami. Mike McDaniel kind of looks a little jittery, which might just be him, but when you're losing, the jittery looks like
it's that Miami lifestyle, man.
You are not oh, no. When you're winning, the jitteriness looks like like you can't be killed. And when you're losing, it looks like, oh, you about to be fired, bro.
Every time I look at Mike McDonald, it looked like one of those club promoters that we used to work with.
Daniel? Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I got some friends here. I got some people here. Hey, come on, guys.
Come on, guys. And then he's got like a pocket full of Coke.
Yeah. So, but Mike McDaniel also, I think, helped get Tua his contract in saying that I want Tua.
That was his guy.
Quarterback. This is my guy. We're going to work together. So, yeah, if they bring in another coach, I wonder what's going to happen with Tua. I know he has that contract that he just signed a couple of years. So,
look,
he's going to be paid.
People are getting. Yeah, I was just about to say this guy's getting fired. Like, look at Franklin over there at Penn State, man. Like,
ooh, yeah.
There are stipulations to the contract. Though. He has to actively be looking for a job. And I think he has to be working for like a certain amount of time after he gets fired for them to keep paying it. Like, I think they made it into his contract where
you can't just sit there. Right, you have to go find someone else to pay you part of this contract.
Right, like you have to, which is like, that's weird. But I was just telling Lance that I feel like Tua should use this season to do what he can as a starter. And when the season is done, because I don't think Mike McDaniel is going to be there next season. I think he should use the season to do what he has to do and then find like a nice little backup spot somewhere else. And, he's got a lot of money right now. He made his money. Go get a ring somewhere, even if it has to be, on the bench somewhere, and save your health so you can run around with your kids.
Oh my gosh. How do we forget that part already? The health, so his health.
Right. Lance mentioned the hip. He totally blanked out and forgot. He also has head problems right now. So think about your kids.
So different. He's had multiple concussions.
Yeah. I mean,
no, we got some head problems.
Hey, I didn't say it like that, but
you did say it. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about the Tua media kind of cosmo that is
Look,
on a special
I seen somebody
episode.
tweeted
Some people aren't hating us, hating their cousin.
some some people I seen somebody tweeted out subtweeted his video where he's calling people out like, yeah, some people don't they come late to player only meetings. Some people don't come to player only meetings, and they're like, bro, you need to take responsibility. And
Bro,
oh no, it said you are what did it say? Oh, you are leadership. Because he's like,
oh yeah, he's
I
like leadership's got to do it. I'm
yeah,
like, you're
leadership
the
gotta do it.
quarterback of the
Yeah, and somebody
team.
tweeted, I was like, bro, you are leadership, which is true. And I was telling Lance that I feel like he's probably just frustrated because he's always been the guy to take responsibility for like a lot of the stuff that's going on, and I don't think he feels like anybody else is helping him. And
It's
now
like
he's
nobody's
just
got my back out here. Screw you guys. I'm going
right,
home to
right.
my
He's just
family.
like, but look,
uh,
please, 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 Zeus, please, please, Neff. I'm old, so I can call you nephew. Please, nephew. Just when you get up there for me today, just be like, hey, yeah, tough game. If it's a loss, tough game. I know I got to do better. We're gonna do better next time. And then just make people laugh. That's all you got to say about it. Make people laugh. People ask you, what do you think is gonna change it? It's all we just gotta play together. Simple. That's all you got. Oh, we gotta play better together. Oh, yep, that was my fault. I got to do better as a leader. That's all you got to do, my brother. Come on,
bro,
Oos.
if you eat it at the press conference, you dead any sort of heat towards the rest of your people.
For
You
sure.
stop any sort of heat towards yourself, and I think people notice that and definitely see that as like a
Nah, man.
leadership trait.
Totally was gonna
But
say something inappropriate when you were like, man, if you eat it at the press conference right away, I said, well, then you can go home and you can eat it too. But never mind.
all right. On the run game for the Dolphins, Devon Achane, 16 carries, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also had 6 targets, 4 catches for 32 yards.
I think they should have
It,
kept Mostert. I think they should have kept Mostert as the second back because it doesn't really look like they have anybody to spell HN. You know what I mean? Like, and that was part of their offense. They had two
oh
guys in
yeah,
the
yeah,
backfield.
yeah. True,
I
true.
mean, but it was tough too because they were both injured at different times. So you never really got the full effect of having both guys in the backfield. And I feel like if they had kept Mostert, that was a big part of why they're not the same team.
Yeah, there are a lot more two running back like backfields now.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jameer
yeah,
Gibbs, David Montgomery, Brees Hall, Braylon Allen. No, is it Braylon Allen?
yeah.
Um, Bajan, Tyler Algier, stuff like that. So definitely
I don't
could
know
be
about
a.
that one, but yeah.
What do you mean?
I just think what's his name gets. I think Tyler Algier gets it in there when he can. He's a short yardage guy, but as far as like a second featured back, I don't know if he's that.
They
Like
use him a lot. I want to say that he gets like more than half of Bajan's carries.
maybe I don't see it, but like you said, numbers. So I'll follow you because you follow the numbers, and I don't because yeah, I just yeah, but yeah,
What are we talking
I
about?
mean
Oh, Achan.
I just
Achan
think
made it look super easy
he's good,
against
but
the
he's
Chargers.
small. He's also injury prone.
All right, so and another thing that I noticed about some of the stuff that they were doing is they were really attacking the edges. They were trying to get it outside and use their speed to beat the Chargers around the corner, which worked on both of Achan's touchdowns. It was stretch right. He got the corner. He got some guys tripped up. He got the corner. He went 50 yards for a touchdown. And then there was like a red zone play for the Dolphins where they ran stretch left. And I swear it was the exact same play that the Commanders ran with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, where he scored 2 touchdowns. It was stretch left in the goal, like 5-10 yards from the goal line. And he was untouched. He got to the corner. There was nobody there. So I think teams might be kind of checking that out.
Film study.
The team I'm most worried about is the freaking Indianapolis Colts, who are going into LA this week. Jonathan Taylor, you heard of him? He's gonna freaking be running these stretch plays all game. Jonathan Taylor,
That guy good? Is he
pretty
good?
good. 98 total yards in week 1 versus Miami. Week 2, 215 versus Denver, who we think is a good defense. Jonathan Taylor, 118 total yards versus the Titans, 96 versus the Rams, 86 versus the Raiders, but he had 3 touchdowns, and 137 yards versus the Cardinals.
Had to throw that 3 touchdowns in there, huh?
I was like, it's a season low versus Vegas. I was crazy. And then I looked at the score and I was like, oh, but it was like short touchdown. But yeah, so Jonathan Taylor, I'm expecting the Colts, Shane Steichen, whoever their offensive coordinator is, to recognize that the Chargers have been giving up these short outside runs, these long outside runs for scores, and to kind of attack us there. I don't know if that's the setting the edge. Tui Tuipulotu, Odafe Owe, who the Chargers traded Alohi Gilman and a 5th-round pick for to the Ravens. They got an edge rusher back. So now it's Owe, Tuipulotu, Bud Dupree still out there. I think Caleb Fairley. There's some really young guys that are going to be on the edges of this like 3-4-5-2 defense that the Chargers are running. It was also nice to see Tuli as like the defensive end on pass situations. But is it those guys? Is it the edge? Is it the cornerbacks that need to get off of their blocks from their wide receivers, step up and make these plays? I don't know exactly. I know Derwin James is going to stay close to the line, trying to figure that out. But that is definitely part of the matchup in week 7 that I'm looking forward to, like really seeing how the Chargers step up and address this issue that is glaringly obvious to opposing offenses.
It's gonna fall upon the defensive end's shoulders to, like you said, set that edge. And then everybody else is gonna have to bring them back in. So if you set that edge, they have really nowhere to go once you set that edge, and your corner can come in for support, make sure he doesn't get all the way out, and then your linebacker should be able to pounce on that. So
all right.
Film study. Bro. Like you said, they seen one team do it, and now that's coaching. Coaching, guys.
I might be taking the over. I usually take the under in Chargers games, but I might be taking the over versus the Colts because I feel like their defense isn't as dominant as some of the numbers are showing. I feel like there's some cracks. But yeah, the Chargers play the Colts. I believe it's in LA in week 7, so looking forward to that.
The Colts are missing, I think, both of their starting corners. I know one of them went down. Yeah, so they were missing.
Sorry, injuries, but
he said, "But I
yeah.
I hope you can still walk."
Oh, due to injury, I thought it was just personal problems. Just don't walk for this game. Yeah. So it's been really nice as a Chargers fan the last 2 weeks in the Pacific Northwest because both of the games have been on television. Like instead of having to like look up the game or something like that or watch bits of it on Red Zone, the full Chargers games have been against or been broadcasted onto national television. So I got to see the Commanders game. That was a loss, but I also got to see the entire Dolphins game that ended up being a win there at the end. So I'm also hoping that this game that the Chargers are 4-2, the Colts are 4-2. Maybe that'll be another game that CBS decides they're going to show next.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, let's get to the silver and black, the nation, the home
Super
team
Bowl
recap.
bound, baby. Super Bowl bound.
The Raiders defense blanks the Titans in the first half and end up winning 20-10, even without Brock Bowers, who has been out for a couple weeks. The defense definitely stepping up, breaking this losing streak, allowing only 10 points total. Looks like they sent pressure on 36.4% of the dropbacks. What do you have for this game? How do you feel this was accomplished, and what are you feeling moving forward?
Try to tell everybody. See.
Try to tell everybody.
Yeah. See. No, I'm also not part of the crowd. I'm not that part of the crowd. I'm not that bad, but I'm also not part of the crowd. It's like, well, it's just Tennessee. Okay, you still got to go out there and beat them. So,
true. And
it's a win. You cheer for a team, and you like celebrate the win. There's a lot of people out there who are like, man, I don't know, man. It's just the Titans, and that's a game we should have won. no shit. Like, okay, I
But
don't
we
know what
could
you.
have lost.
Right, I don't know what you. If they would have lost, then you would have been like, "Oh, we're crap." I told you guys we should have won that game. And now that they won, people are like, "It's a game we should have won." I'm not too excited. Okay, but as you said, Brock Bowers out again. I like that they're keeping him out. I don't know how healthy he is really, how bad the leg
Mhm.
is, but if it's just because they really want him to heal, like they should have in the first place, great. Because as we've seen, Michael Mayer had an amazing game out there. He gets open. He also backed up his quarterback when people were talking about how he feels about Gino playing in this game because Gino did great. He said Gino was able to find him in places. Of course, that's another reason he thought Gino was great because Gino was really finding him in places.
Nice.
But yeah, Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers for 3 seasons were the two best tight ends in the country, Notre Dame and Georgia. And then Michael Mayer's senior year, he just exploded, was able to go second round for the Raiders, even though a lot of teams were trying to pick him first round. And then Brock Bowers came out the following year, and people really thought of him like maybe since his freshman year when he came in that he was just going to be that guy. Like he was so good at tight end coming out of high school that is going to be that guy. So it's great to have one backing up the other. So now that Bowers is down for a little bit and he can heal, you have another great tight end out there that can do the things you need him to do. He also scored. He scored the first touchdown for the Raiders out there. Just was able to find a nice little spot in that zone, and just yeah, right in the end zone. Got it from Gino. Gino also wasn't perfect out there, but he looks a lot better. The line still needs help, but they were able to protect him on a lot. Man, it's fun to see Genty just get better every game. Uh, from the blocking to the running to finding his spots. He's becoming a lot better, or not better, but um, he's getting a lot more usage in the passing game. And if that's what it takes for him to get those touches that he's not getting running out of the backfield, then that's perfect too. But he does need to touch the ball at a maximum level. I do think they need to start Gary Porter. Nah, he's getting cooked out there every game. And I know you got to learn, but let's put the rookie out there. Let him learn. Give him a chance, man. Max Crosby again, playing outstanding. But the standout of the game again was none other than a Vegas homegrown kid, Jonah Laulu, wreaking
Hey,
havoc out there, man. I was watching videos. What did he have? He had like 2 sacks.
he had a sack, he had a tackle for
Uh,
loss, and I think he had another quarterback hit.
Yeah, and then yeah, on the last play, he's the one that disrupted that last play.
Oh, and a pass defense.
Yeah, the
Nice.
pass defense. So, um, yeah, man, a lot of people were talking about him early. He had a rough first game, and then there was a lot of people quick to give up on him, like how you talk about him all off season, and then you come into this first game and not produce. But he's been producing. At one time, he was tied for third in sacks in the league. I think after the third game, or fourth game, he had like 3 sacks, only behind some of the best pass rushers in the game. He's learning a lot, and but again, like we talked about, guys using most of the opportunities they're given. With Christian Wilkins, that whole fiasco happening in the offseason, he gave an opportunity for Jonah Laulu to start,
Mm-hmm.
and he's
Nice.
really produced. He's fast. There was a play where I think was it a screen. It goes to the outside left, and he's rushing, and then just turns and takes off to make the tackle. Like I was like, bro, you cannot be that big and move that fast. That's
Nice.
not yeah. Great game for
It's
them.
not allowed
No,
physiologically.
not fish. And that's what yeah, man. Like it was fun to watch the game. I'm happy they got a win.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, and I mean the Chiefs again. They're still the same team. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be the guy that be like, no, they're gonna go and they're gonna go. They're on this streak. This is me being real. I'm gonna talk my shit after. But yeah, I don't fully expect them to go into Kansas City and like just go in there and win. They're gonna go on some crazy win streak. I do know that they're gonna go in there and play harder because it's a rivalry game, and those games are different. Those unless
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
super untalented, like your talent level on your team is crappy, then the game's gonna be crappy. But the Raiders, for all intents and purposes, have a lot of talent on that team. Jacoby Myers also had a couple big catches out there. Tucker really having a great season, man. Really, really getting out there and proving to people that he can be like that second, that third wide receiver. So, yeah, I do think it's
Nice.
going to be a good game going into Kansas City. Defense is stepping up. That defensive backfield though, they've got to be better, man. Even pull them out. The touchdown, that first touchdown, or the only touchdown that the Titans had was their receiver around that back line of the end zone, and I could see it. And I was watching the highlight. I was like, please don't let that be Polomo that he's running towards the pitch. And my man fakes it inside and then takes the outside and you see the number 20 jersey following him and you're like, see,
No.
yeah, there's a lot of things they got to clean up, but after a win like that, I think you take all the good that you can from it, pump it into your team, see what you can come out with the next game, all the negatives, just coach them up, man. Make sure they get it done better. You don't have to tell them like, hey, nice try, do it, do better next time. Yes, you want them to do better next time, but now you got to capitalize on those teaching moments and it's pro, yes, but they still need to be taught. If they're doing the wrong things, they're gonna have to get into practice this week and make sure that they clean up a lot of the stuff that they shouldn't be doing out there on the field. So great win though.
Yeah, another good win. Even Coach Carroll was like, we earned this one. So
For sure. For
glad to
sure.
see it. All right, let's get into our discussion for this week's episode. Teams that are surprising us. What do you think? I feel like we should start with the worst teams,
Yeah, let's go
and
negative
then it
first.
will end with the like, whoa,
Happy.
where did these
Yeah,
guys come
yeah,
from?
yeah.
All
Sounds
right,
good. I like it.
uh, the number one team that is disappointing and is surprising us by how bad they are, and you put this one up, the Baltimore
Man,
Ravens. What is going on
man.
at M&T Bank Stadium?
And look, nothing against you, Raven
Fire the
fans.
coach.
Oh my gosh, maybe it may be time. It may be time. And you guys heard me in one of the episodes before this one. Lance was like, "Man, maybe it's time for Harbaugh to leave." And I was like, "No, no, no. Harbaugh's still good. He's still good for another season, man. Guys got to play harder for him." Uh, uh,
Let's the first game they put up 40 points and lost. Okay. They gave up okay. The
and
Ravens
and
have given
that's
up
that's because also we mentioned that because they're supposed to be at least the number two defense in the league with the guys that they
uh,
have on that team. You put this
that
team on paper, and
yeah.
they're so stacked.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's why.
Yeah.
And Lance is mentioning like score wise, like you go, if your offense is putting up 40 points, then your defense should be able to at least hold the other team to 35. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
I mean, how
Hold
many
it
touchdowns do you need to give up in a game?
there. Right.
Uh,
Hold
they they have given the Baltimore Ravens defense, which when we think and say that name, it's synonymous with like hard hitting, tough
Ray
AFC
Lewis,
North. Ray
T
Lewis, Ed
Sizzle.
Reed, put the cuffs on these
Yep.
people. You're not winning games versus the Ravens with a regular offense. You better have
No.
something tough, something like
Dynamic. Yep. Just
resilient because you're going to get beat up. You're going to get beat up. That's the thing. It's going to hurt to play this game.
and right now the Ravens
It's
look like they're
not.
getting beat up on defense.
The Ravens are the ones getting beat up. They've given
Yeah.
up 41 points, 17 to the Browns, 38 to the Lions, 37 to the Chiefs, 44 to the Texans, and then 17 to the Rams, but they lost that game by 2 touchdowns, 17-3. They play the Bears, and then they take a 3-game road trip versus the Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings, and Cleveland Browns. It could get better for the Ravens. I mean, especially, and okay, a very important thing to talk about when we're discussing these surprising teams. I don't think injuries should play too big a part of it, right? Because if you're injured, if someone gets injured, like you lose
Well,
Rashawn Slater or
for
something,
them,
it's
right?
expected for you to like kind of lose some
Next man
momentum,
up.
maybe lose some games. Yeah, you understand you're going next man up, but it's not you're not going to get as good production without your starter. So when Lamar Jackson is out, I'm like, okay, it's so. But even before Lamar Jackson got injured, even before he missed multiple games, might miss more until their bye week, they were having problems with Derrick Henry fumbling. They're having problems with the defense. Lamar and Derrick Henry don't look so copacetic now. Derrick Henry is falling off of bleachers. Zay Flowers still doing good. Mark Andrews still kind of not there. Rashad Bateman has showed up a lot, but the defense and just letting so many, they're 1-5. The Baltimore Ravens are third in the AFC North. they're,
When you say it like that, it sounds a lot better than what the state of the team really is right now.
oh wow, yeah,
Like,
that's
you say
insane.
1-5 and you feel it. You say third place, you're like, yeah, I have a chance. But
One, I mean, and in the AFC, you have to win at least 10 games, right? So they have to go
at
nine.
least
They have to go
that's not even
nine
guaranteed.
and three. They have to go 9-3 over their last 12 games.
But look, they have
That's
the
tough.
weapons on the team to do it. And
At full strength, sure, yeah,
right. And so for like when Lance just mentioned, like it shouldn't really count that much that Lamar Jackson is. For me, I feel a little differently just because the talent that Lamar Jackson is, you can't just throw anybody into that backfield, that quarterback, and just be like, oh, they're going to be okay. Oh, also because Derrick Henry is having those fumble problems. So, it's not the same as just
yeah,
like having to throw somebody back there and just be like, look, Derrick Henry is going to be able to control the rest of the game, and we just need this guy to come out here and get a couple first downs, maybe a touchdown, and then we're good. Derrick Henry can run the game out, tire the defense out. But
right,
that being said, those aren't the troubles that we're surprised about. It's the defensive troubles that we're surprised about.
yeah.
Because
Well,
Baltimore's one of those teams like you say, well, what if we just go out there and score like 10 points? We can still win 10-3.
yeah, you can still win 10 to
Right.
7, 10-3.
Yeah,
We've seen
10 to
those.
3. And that's not their team right now. But
Sure.
that's what we expect from this Ravens team. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So the Ravens at 1-5 after 6 weeks, we did not have on the board.
no, not at all.
But we'll see when Lamar gets back. That's going to be a huge boost for them. And Derrick Henry is not the same running back when his team is losing as he is when the team has the lead. Sure, he's caught a screen pass and gone 80 yards for a touchdown, but his thing is downhill, pressure in your face, just keep stuffing it at you. So when they're 3 and outs, not getting off they're not staying on the field. I feel like his power just gets sapped out. Another team that is not doing as good, that's really surprising, was the Philadelphia Eagles. And yeah, they started the season 4-0. But just like the Bills, who started 4-0, they've lost their last two straight games, back-to-back games. And it's in these losses that you see those cracks a lot more clearly. The cracks that even were obvious that they were there, but when you're 4-0, it's like there's no problems, there's no issues. We're winning, so everything's working out the way it is. Now you start to see that the offensive line is banged up, is not winning at the same rate that they have been when they've been this dominant run team. The tush push is being like kind of minimalized. What's the word I'm looking for there? Um, Also, the tush push might be an every time false start.
I
I'm
don't think
sure
so.
someone is going to go and like look at the freaking tape from every single tush push, but it looks like
Look,
the offensive guards are going before the ball is snapped.
but that's just like if you go back, and I'm not defending the tush push because hey, you do what you want, man. The thing is, you got to be able to stop it on the inside. So if you're complaining about it, obviously you can't stop it, but that's my thing. But I think if you go back and look at it, you can look at all the tackles right now on pass plays. They get like a half a second start. They don't never call that. They start kicking back like right before the balls.
I've seen some get off a little early, yeah.
Yeah, and that happens on
Bobby
every.
Hart.
That guy's yeah, Bobby Hart. I've seen it his whole career. Uh,
He had two false start penalties.
I think that's his only two games he's ever started or played.
Bro,
But
the second one was so bad.
yeah, I mean, we can gripe about it all we want, but I mean, just do
This
stop it.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's not a fair play though. It makes sense that you can't. At first, it was like, oh, nice. Jordan Mailata taught the Eagles how to do a rugby scrum, and Jason Kelsey was like, "F yeah, let's do it." So they're using the physics of rugby and a rugby play against a goal line defense that is not ready for this, right? Or
Look,
a
if they're
regular
starting
base
already,
defense not ready for this. But if they're starting early, there's no way. There's no way you can beat that.
of course
You
there is. Put your helmet to that guard's knee. Done.
no,
You're not gonna.
wow,
Hey,
stop.
hey. You're
No,
not
no.
gonna. You're not gonna.
Hey,
You're not gonna false start. You're not
no.
gonna false start the next play. I can
No.
guarantee you that. Guarantee you that.
Saquon is not doing great. He is definitely not the Madden cover Saquon that we saw from last year. I think I took him in the first round in a lot, or
I kept
in
him in the
Will's
first
league.
round.
You kept him in the first round in
I
our
kept
league.
him.
You're still in second place. Shout out to Marcus, third place, brother Noah, in first. I
In
like it. I like it.
first.
I'm working my way up there. Just give
I'm
me
also.
8
I'm
more weeks.
also undefeated in the other league right now.
Oh, in
Uh,
Will's league?
5-0.
Wow. All right.
5-0.
See, we need to just talk to you and follow what you're doing.
But
Um,
like you said,
are we trading Saquon? Would you trade
no,
Saquon
no,
if someone asked you
no.
to? Frank
This
hit
is the
me up today. He's like,
Oh
let me
my
get
gosh.
Saquon.
That somebody tried to trade me um Pickens for Puka after he got hurt. I was like, bro, get,
I did that.
was that you? No, that wasn't you.
I
It
traded
was
Pickens to Marcus for Puka.
oh no, but in Will's league, somebody sent me a trade request for that, and I was like,
Oh,
uh,
you have
no,
Puka in Will's league?
no, wanted to trade Puka to me.
Oh, to you. Oh, okay. I did it the other way around. I
No,
was like, you can have Pickens. Let me get Puka. Hopefully he's okay.
yeah,
This is me who's been like fretting his injury. Also Puka Nakua got hurt this week in that game
you called
versus
it. You called it.
bro,
You,
just worried about his like physicality and the way that he always is ready to smash
well,
into people.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was telling Noah, it's the way he moves. That injury is going to be tough because it's a high ankle sprain, I think, and uh, his
Oh yeah.
movement wise is going to be tough. But anyway, we're not going to trade Saquon because I also am
You
like
took him in the first round, and everyone's trying to
that
buy
too,
low on us. Roma
that
Doomsday
too,
for Saquon. If you don't get out of my
right?
face,
You don't eat my Roma Doomsday right now.
Saquon for Daniel Jones.
Uh,
Come on, your quarterbacks suck. I was like, don't tell me what my quarterbacks do, okay?
but because I think they've always been that second half team of the season. I know, like your view on it right now is you're surprised that they're just not cohesive yet, but they weren't last year either. They still had the same locker room drama. Hell, half of them hated their coach last season. I still hate their coach, but the Eagles they're gonna figure it out. That's the only reason why, and I don't think we should trade Barkley. I also don't think they're that big a surprise right now. I didn't expect them to go undefeated. Um, I do expect them to figure it out. I do. I do. As
Yeah,
surprising as
yeah.
it is right now for them to be
Uh,
in turmoil, pretty much.
mhm.
I think they get things figured out.
I said
Yeah.
turmoil, but I agree with you. But they're like fourth in the NFC. They're 4-2.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, internally, yeah, they seem like they're in turmoil because
Yeah.
you got more than one receiver. A lot of people like to put it on AJ Brown that like, oh man, he's complaining, but so is Devontae Smith. He also looks
Uh,
like he's complaining a little bit too. Look, don't
less.
if he's I don't know if it's less. I think it's just not.
Devontae Smith didn't put a Bible scripture up talking
That's
about
what
how
I'm
bad he
saying.
was.
So just they're complaining different, but the words that he
Mm,
used was he was really adamant about wanting the ball more, and
sure.
that's tough because if both of those guys are talking the same mess, that means their quarterback's not throwing enough because one of them's got to be happy. You know what I mean? because
I
the other
mean,
one's
but
not
when
getting
they
the ball.
throw a lot, they lose.
Hey,
But also, it's hard for them to run right now
because
because
they
it's
can't
not
throw.
effective.
That's what I'm saying. So they're gonna
So,
have to figure it out. They did last year, getting to the
well,
playoffs, not just the Super Bowl, but they did last year figure it out. So
I want them to figure it out because I have Saquon Barkley.
that's exactly why
I
I'm backing them up right now.
but I don't know if they're going to figure it out. It's kind of
I do,
worrisome,
I do,
and I
I do.
think the winning kind of masked some of those, issues. But we're going to see.
Bro,
We are
winning always
definitely,
does. Winning
yeah,
always.
exactly.
Look at all the
That,
Laker championships.
yeah,
Winning
you
always
see,
makes things better, but it's not always sunshine and ice cream,
mm.
internally. So even the
The
Bulls,
oh damn. Well, actually, look at the Eagles' record so far. Week 1, they had a 4-point win versus the Cowboys. Week 2, they had a 3-point win over the Chiefs. Week 3, they had that return touchdown that was unnecessary at the last
right,
second, but they
right.
were trying to survive a Rams game-winning field goal attempt. They blocked it. They won that game 33-26. They beat the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay by 2 touchdowns when Mike Evans was out. Uh, and then they lost to the Broncos, and then they lost at the Giants.
So like I
Yeah,
know
that's not a dominant. That's not the Super Bowl dominant team
they weren't
that
dominant
we're
last year though.
expecting. Oh, okay, yeah, that's
They weren't
interesting.
dominant last year. And the thing is, those are the games, those tough games that they won. I would want to win those tough games like that. I'm
Yep.
not, because if you're blowing those teams out, excuse me, I almost said something wrong. But if you're blowing those teams out, uh, yeah, like then maybe those teams aren't that good, but they played good teams, and then they beat Tampa, who, like you said, Mike Evans was out. They beat them by 2 touchdowns, something you're supposed to do. So all those things, all those wins, you're supposed to win those games, and they're going to be tough. But you ended up winning, even though we're by 3. You beat LA on a miracle play, but it happened for you. You made it happen. It happened. Then they went out and beat a team by 2 touchdowns because they were missing a star and they weren't that great at that on that day, and you beat those teams by 2 touchdowns, and then you lost 2 games because you're not focused anymore on what you should be doing. So now the strategy for them is to get back focused, and we saw them last year again. Like I said, a lot of this, my confidence in them is based on what they did last year. It's kind of almost like mirroring what they did last year. So um,
Yeah.
whatever Nick Sirianni did last year, he's still there. Maybe it's that
I mean,
cannoli eating security guard that they have on the sideline.
oh,
Uh,
racist.
yeah,
Nick Sirianni only has one soul to sell, and he already sold it. So
hey,
we'll
you know what?
see how the
Maybe
Eagles can figure this out. Hopefully, they do for us.
maybe he can repent this time the other
Yeah,
way.
there you go. Oh, wow, yeah. Other teams that are doing worse than we thought. We'll speed through these. The Chiefs, who started kind of messed up, but have
They
righted the
definitely.
ship. They lost to the Chargers 27-21. They lost to the Eagles 2017. They beat the Giants 22-9. They beat the Ravens 37-20. They lost to the Jaguars. What was that, Monday Night Football 31-28 on that
Man,
like
such a good
bumbling
game.
Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence? I had never seen that before in my life, bro.
I
I
honestly
tell
thought they would
Sammy
call it.
there is something every week in this league that I have never seen before. And I've been watching for a while now, and I've never seen anyone fall twice and still get up
Look, so
to
that's why
scramble in for the game winning touchdown against
I thought they were gonna call him down because so the first time I get it, he stumbled,
the got
falls,
his foot stepped on. Yeah.
right, and then gets back up, but then he falls
Falls.
again. So I'm like, bro, didn't his knee touch the ground? I know you got to be touched in the NFL. It's not
Right,
college,
right, right.
but to get up, didn't like yeah. So I thought he was gonna be called down, but obviously, I'm not a ref in the NFL. But
Well, yeah, I think
yeah,
if it's not your team, then it has to be a defender that touches you while you're down or
right.
causes you to go down. So he got back up, and credit to Trevor
Oh,
Lawrence for being able to scramble. It surprised me how open that left side of the line was. So I'm not sure if it
after
was
his 2
man
stumbles,
and they
yeah,
ran all the receivers over to the right, or
yeah,
if it was a blitz that got picked up on the right. But what a crazy play. Uh, and
yeah.
the Jags are one of the teams that we'll talk about in the surprise that they're better than we thought.
The
Uh,
Chiefs should be getting better. They get
yeah,
Xavier Worthy back.
Xavier Worthy's back. They get Rashee Rice back next week.
They get Rasheed Rice back. They'll have Worthy.
Mhm.
Uh, the rest are still covering for their tight end, who sometimes I don't know. Please, somebody hit this fool at the line of scrimmage. Just
Yeah,
do something.
Oh, interesting.
You can't let this fool get off the line of scrimmage untouched and then find
Yeah.
those spots and then you leave him open. Hit him at the line of scrimmage. Jesus Christ.
Fred Warner was explaining on
Um,
the Manning cast last week before he got hurt. Fred Warner also out for the season. He was explaining what about Travis Kelce makes him so difficult to guard. And he was saying Travis Kelce will set up for a corner route. He'll start running a corner route. He'll break on the corner route. And then if he sees it's covered, he will stop running the corner route and he will sit on a hook.
yep.
And Mahomes knows when and where to throw it to him because they see the same thing. And he credited to his to Kelce's connection with
Connection.
Mahomes. And as AFC West fans, right, of teams in the AFC West, we have seen this crap for years and years and years now, where Travis Kelce will cut, after 10 yards and the ball's right in his chest. Or it'll be like, it definitely looked like he was supposed to keep carrying that route into like a safety that would have covered him. But for some reason, he just stopped into a wide open zone and Mahomes knew exactly where to put it on him. Just like a telepathy, a connection, a mental connection that they didn't even need to talk. Luckily, that's fading. Luckily for us, right? AFC West rivals. Travis Kelce is not catching as many passes. He is not as crisp. He definitely looks like he wanted to retire 3 years ago with his brother. He was forced to come back by his friends who were like, "We got to go for 3, bro."
I know why the connection's been severed because someone has taken that connection.
Oh, Taylor's got a better connection than Patrick does now. Did you listen to her new album?
No, I didn't know.
The New York Jets are 0-6, which is surprising to me. I thought they were going to be better than that. And then also the Commanders are 3-3, and I know they had injuries to Jaden Daniels, but they also came out freaking basically undefeated half of the year last year. So those expectations.
They get such positive media coverage that it's like you don't really know that they're 3-3. You kind of feel like
What do you mean?
Just like, I think a lot of guys like their coach. A lot of guys like the guy
Dan Quinn.
A lot of guys root for like Jaden Daniels. Like
Sure.
like other teams.
They're likable, so they don't get
they're
hate.
super likable, so they don't get much hate.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So people are like, man, they're 3-3, but they're still a great team. You're like,
I was like, what?
what?
All right. Most surprising teams that are doing a lot better than we thought they'd be doing here in the 2025 NFL season. Man, who do you think is the number one?
Chargers, of course.
You didn't expect them to go 3-0 out the gate versus 3 AFC West teams?
No, I don't expect them to be 0-3. These guys.
You and me both.
He said you and me both. No, the Chargers actually really good. Not surprised because I thought they would be at the bottom of that. Just that, what we thought they were, they actually are. They made really good moves out there. But for me, the number one for me would be the Colts.
Nice. Yep. Daniel Jones as the quarterback had to beat out Anthony Richardson. It wasn't very promising.
Right. Like they were really thinking about bringing somebody else in. Talks of trading Richardson and still having Daniel Jones be the backup. Having someone else come in, and then Daniel Jones stepped up and he had a good offseason, I guess, as they were saying. And then comes in and he looks like the quarterback that, and I'm not gonna say that he's a whole different quarterback, but he honestly is. And he's come in and he's looked like the guy that the Giants thought they were drafting when they drafted him so high up. I know New York fans right now are just beside themselves.
I mean, they got Jackson Dart now, so it might be okay for them. But yeah, when they're seeing Daniel Jones go off, when their team basically cut him. I forgot who said it, but one of the Ringer NFL guys was talking on the Bomani Jones, and he was like, Daniel Jones, the last time we heard from Daniel Jones, the Giants sent him home mid-shift. They said, "Hey, you don't have to come back
Bro,
next week. We're gonna go ahead and release you or something. We
that's what
don't
I'm
want you to
saying.
get hurt and have to pay you millions of dollars." So
But they
just like
they
Russell Wilson
literally,
did, they said, "Bro, just stop coming to work."
bro, just chill, bro. We'll pay you. You're good. My thing is too also is like people were really think about they were like, bro, he should change his position. They were
Who? Daniel
like
Jones,
there was
the
like
tight end.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
There
my
were people
gosh!
there were people he took like it was in practice, but when right before he came back from injury, he took some snaps at tight end. I'm pretty sure it was just like he was out there
Scout
like,
team or messing
something like
around.
that. But
Wow.
and then people were like, man, you should just become a tight end. I was like, bro, which is what they're saying about like a side note, is what they're saying about Justin Fields right now. But whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm saying Daniel Jones. I think he's 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, which over the whole season would be 24-9,
all right.
which is
Look, Daniel
it's
Jones
pretty
is
good.
he's the reason he's such a big surprise for us because we thought they were going to be bad, but also he's not just the reason that they're good.
Mhm.
They've got baby, a young baby tight end out there who's a man child in Taiwan. Just
Yeah.
man, killing for me in fantasy every week.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay.
they still got what is their receiver's name?
Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman. He's putting in work. He's big. And then again, the one guy who kind of fell off last year, but injuries, Jonathan Taylor
Mhm.
looks just like an
Jonathan
MVP.
Taylor.
Jonathan, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I apologize. I said the Colts were 4-2. They're 5-1.
five
The
and one. Yeah,
Indianapolis Colts
that's why.
lead the AFC and are
Yeah.
tied for the lead in the entire NFL.
And their defense, they're doing the things that they need to do to win. So yeah, big surprise. That's my number one. That's my number one.
My number one would be the Steelers, or not my number one. My next one that I'm very surprised by is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're second in
I'm,
the AFC at
I'm on
four
board with
and
it.
one.
I'm on
They
board with
had their bye week, but yeah, they're coming back. So what are they? Plus 12 point differential, but they're 4-1. That's a little off. I don't. I think it's going to come back down actually. Just
I
going
think
off of their point differential and like,
not only that, I think Aaron Rodgers is becoming Aaron Rodgers again. This fool's complaining about the field condition in his home stadium.
oh, what at Accenture?
He called out Pittsburgh and
Wow.
cross people on how bad the field was this past
Oh
Sunday.
no, I saw that. Chris Boswell tried to kick something and like a whole divot came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he might have a point there then.
No, of course, but exactly, you don't come out in the media and just be like, bro,
Sure.
go to your guys and talk about it anyway.
Oh,
But that's
the
also like Lance was saying, that's his pick, and like I'm on it because, of course, again the quarterback. I was unsure of what
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers had left in the tank.
They've beat the Jets, lost to the Seahawks, beat the Patriots, Vikings, and Browns. So maybe that
No,
I mean, I think
we'll
actually
see. Like you
I'm
said,
moving them off of this list.
nah. Those are teams you should. So still a surprise because I think me and you probably thought they were going to lose some of those games anyway,
True,
despite
true,
one of
true,
those
true.
teams. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Probably
definitely a
like
surprise
a three
pick.
and two or a two and
Right.
three at this point.
That was a good pick. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Uh, Another team that I have that I'm really surprised by is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor
You
Lawrence
and
over
the
here.
rest of the country.
Yeah, they are 4-2, tied for sixth, or not tied. They are at sixth in the AFC. 4-2 is tied for the second most wins in the league.
And I think a
Uh,
lot of people were starting to give up on Lawrence
sure.
like
Yeah, yeah.
this season. I think they were ready to like kind of put him to the side. Like, well, I think that experiment's not working. So
Yeah,
maybe
you'll be good, but you're more like Matt Leinart than Steve Young.
right,
You're
right,
like
right, right.
you're a flash in the pan that had a lot of potential, but just for one reason or another, signed by Jacksonville,
Man,
it didn't work.
did you just diss a USC quarterback? I like it, Lance. Good job.
I mean, it's one of the USC quarterbacks I'm allowed to talk about that hasn't gotten stabbed or arrested in the same night recently. All right, yeah, Jacksonville is surprising. Wins over the Panthers, Texans, Niners, and Chiefs. The Niners and the Chiefs ones the last 2 weeks have been really big, and or I guess 2 weeks ago they just lost to the Seahawks 20-12.
They're also running the ball very well, so that helps a lot
I
too.
like it.
So
I like it.
yeah, I like it.
All right. Who's another team that you're surprised is doing so good so far this season?
The Bucks. The Bucks look like a Super Bowl team. I'm not
Ooh,
gonna
okay.
lie. I think they look like a Super Bowl team. I like, and Baker right now he looks like an MVP candidate. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people out here talking about Baker, like how he's matured so much and things of that sort. And I don't think so. I think Baker's always been Baker. I think just now it's just everything's falling into place with him and the team. It's a surprise for me because of course again quarterback play Baker's been inconsistent. He hasn't been great. But he's come out here, he's won games for the teams that he's played with. Also, he's bounced around so much too. He's one of those, well, at least he was a journeyman quarterback till he got to Tampa Bay. Kind of just really putting his career together. Really reminds me of how Rich Gannon got to the Raiders and took the Raiders to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I think, and play style almost the same. I like it. Mike Evans as well. He's been injured these past couple of seasons. Nothing serious, but I also wonder how much left Mike Evans has to push them over to get to the Super Bowl. But He's doing all right. And
Yep.
their backfield also as well is they don't have like a real a runner. They had two guys back there, but now they lost one. Was that White's out? Huh? He's injured right now.
Who's that? Uh, Bucky
Is it
Irving.
Bucky Irvin's out? Okay.
Yeah.
So who was probably the better runner of the two running backs in Tampa? Uh, but they're finding ways to win, and I think Baker has he's got I don't want to say he's arrogant, but he's got what do the people say? He's got that moxie. He's got that moxie,
Moxie.
and I like the yeah. That's why I'm surprised. I picked the Bucks. I didn't expect them to be this good right now. And I didn't expect Baker to look this good this so early either.
Uh, I misread this week 4 game. I thought it said 35-21. It says 31-25. So the Eagles didn't win by 2 touchdowns. They won by 6 points, which makes that even worse. But it makes it look a lot better for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's wins have come over the Falcons, at Texans, versus Jets, at Seahawks, and versus 49ers. So beating
All the
some of
good
the
games, except for
beating
the
some
Jets,
of
of
the
course.
best
Yeah,
and almost beat the Eagles, and they would have been 6-0 if they
right.
did that. I'm looking forward to seeing Baker Mayfield and the Bucks in the playoffs again.
For sure.
It's good stuff. Clutch,
Yeah, I
made for the
like.
moment.
I also like that he goes at CJ Gardner. I love when they
Hey,
are me.
Baker Mayfield got tripped up, twisted his ankle, and was about to be down after a big run. But the DB started talking shit, and he popped up so fast. He popped up so
No,
fast. Auto heel from Wolverine. He was like, ah, "Who are you talking to?" Actually,
right? The adrenaline.
yeah, the adrenaline. Love it. Another team that's doing better than I thought they do is the Seattle Seahawks, who lost their opener versus San Francisco 17-13, but then have won games at Pittsburgh versus Saints, at Arizona, and recently this week at Jacksonville. Their losses, that week 1 game versus San Francisco, and a week 5 game versus Tampa Bay. Seattle Seahawks defense. Oh, I was like, what's up with Mike McDonald's defense, right? Is that what's going on, or is it? Can we put all of this on Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba's breakout campaign that's been going on? I tried to get Saquon to Frank for JSN. He was like, "Hell no!" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just trying." The Seahawks defense, though, doing their part. They have held opponents to 17, 17, 13, 20. That one game against Tampa Bay, they gave up 38, and then Jacksonville, they held to 12. So holding people 17, 17-point range,
Yeah.
that is definitely good and looks consistent so far, and that's going to help you stack up these wins. The Seahawks are 4-2.
4-2. And it's just taking me so much right now to not say something bad about the Seahawks. And I don't want to say anything good about them right now. That's why I'm kind of quiet. But
Why
no,
don't you like the Seahawks? Your house divided.
besides, there's no one in this house that's a Seahawks fan. I can tell you
Oh
that.
no.
No.
You guys are Packers, Niners,
Packers,
Raiders.
Niners, and Raiders. That's what we are in this house. No, I think McDonald. Anybody who's surprised at the way the defense is playing is they probably don't follow football the way we do. And I'm not saying because we're so much better than you, just because he's a
That's what you
defensive
said.
coach. Because we had the show, but like I'm saying it because like they're good, but their defense is really good. And their defense is really good because that's what they brought McDonald over
Yeah.
from Baltimore over for, because they wanted a defensive coach, and that's where they wanted to start being solid at, and it's working out really well for them. Then they went out and got Sam Darnold, who a lot of people thought, nah, he's just a product of the system he was playing in. Coaching there, they coached him up well, and they did well to hide his deficiencies, and he's going to go to the team, and no other coach that's going to be like that. Well, there you go. He came over here. Now he's doing pretty good. He's got someone he's confident he can throw at in. Of course, it's not Jay Jetto, but hey, it's not that far off. You know what I mean? They also got two solid running backs in the backfield on offense, in Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. So, you know, I think the only thing that people were suspect about really coming into the season was that offensive line, and they seem to be doing pretty good. So yeah, Seattle definitely a surprise because they did have all those questions about them. Quarterback, how he was going to do, if McDonald's whole program for the team was going to come into fruition this year. Is this third year there? Second year. I think it's his second.
Third.
Yeah, well, see, so that even better because your third year is where you're able to see what you've been doing and how it's shaping the team, and uh, yeah, he's doing pretty well. So definitely a surprise, a good surprise for the people of Seattle. Second year,
Yeah, second year.
then he's ahead of schedule. To make
Nice.
making
There
yourself
you
better.
go. No.
Oh,
My
my
bad,
bad.
my bad. All right, yeah, Seahawks looking good, promising. Sam Darnold, though. Sam Darnold
Yeah,
doing. All
yeah.
right, another quarterback doing good is Drake May. But
Oh man,
I
yeah.
wanted to say the Patriots should be on this list, but I just looked at their wins and they beat the Dolphins,
Hey,
they
look,
beat the Panthers, they beat the Saints,
you
but
don't
they
even have to
also
look at
beat the Bills.
you don't have to look at their wins. Look at their loss.
The losses against the Steelers and the Raiders.
Yeah.
Look who beat them. All right, yeah. If you have teams that have surprised you at how good or how badly they've been doing, definitely let us know. Send those in. Comment them on the YouTube page. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you head to the Polytickin Network, where we post these episodes every week that we're recording. You can also get the Polytickin podcast episodes, possibly with Starter Kit episodes, and the shorts. So definitely be following the Polytickin Network on YouTube so you can watch and comment along. I don't think you can comment on the podcast, but you can rate 5 stars. Thank you. That'd be amazing. Appreciate it.
Please
Please. Thanks. That helps.
share, like, and subscribe.
No, for real. If you that it helps like so much
No, it does.
to
Yeah,
validate digitally statistically how
and me
we're doing on this.
emotionally.
And me emotionally, please rate 5 stars and share. Tell people, hey, you're a Charger fan? I know this podcast that talks about Charger. Hey, you're a Raider fan? You're part of the nation? I know these guys that talk about the Chargers and Raiders.
Right.
Does that sound desperate?
Yeah.
Nah.
If anything, you can come on just to make fun of
Bro,
us.
come on
Laugh.
yo,
Come
if
over here and laugh
you
with us.
have sports takes or sports questions
Oh,
or
yeah.
questions that would lead to conversations, that is what we are absolutely all about. So appreciate you guys taking the time to listen as we Someone's talking sports, Charger and Raider fan breakdown, the NFL. We're gonna have NBA coming up real soon, so we need to figure out. Maybe we can get somebody else that likes basketball and freaking trio this. Three-man weave. We get Marcus in here. Three-man weave. You hate basketball? What'd you say?
Yeah, I hate basketball.
I want to talk about this sport, this beautiful game.
Let's get Marcus in here and do three-man weave. That will be the wheeziest three-man weave ever.
Let's just, can we not move?
You gotta do one weave as a man. I don't even know how to braid. We're good. Stop running. Stop. Just lay it up. Just lay it up. We're gonna do a three-man two layup.
But we again, we very much appreciate you guys for staying to the end. Again, reminder, this Saturday, the 18th of October, Via Dolorosa Neighborhood Market from 2 to 8 p.m. There at the Via Dolorosa Samoan Congregational Christian Church, 1331 Cascade Avenue in Modesto, California. So if you're in the area, definitely make your way over there. If you're a vendor, definitely hit up Brother Eri at le_vasa. And if you want to get some hoodies, because it's starting to get cold, www.levasaislandapparel.com.
Starting, bro. It was 43 the other night I left work.
Oh, I left work at midnight the other night, and I could see my breath, and I like wanted to text Sammy. I was like, "Hey, it's happening! It's happening!
It's happening!" And I was like, "Bro," and it was raining that night, and I was like, "Come on,
man." Yeah. Get your hoodies at Levasa Island Apparel.
Go get a hoodie.
Oh,
if you see Erod, give him a hug. Tell him that we sent you. If you tell him that we sent you, definitely you get a free hug.
You get a dap. But yeah, if you're at the Via Dolorosa neighborhood market on Saturday, the Levasa tent will be there, or the Levasa founder at the very least, and you could talk to him about getting your hoodies or any sort of put on for the culture. Catch the wave, LevasaIslandApparel.com. Hey, there you go. We just want to do art and help. All right, that is our show for this week. Any shout outs before we go?
Shout out to my nephew, who looks like a grown man in a football uniform, Leonidas, bro. 14 years old, bro. My man is 6'2" and about 265 pounds. Plays for oh my gosh, let me tell you, he plays for the Benson Bears here in Washington, who, if I'm not mistaken, are at least top 5 on the West Coast for football, boys. Nice. 14 so man, big things. He loves football. He loves his brothers and sisters for sure. Loves all of them. Sweet. And he's got only biological sisters, but he got a ton of cousins who are like brothers to him and others. Samoan family, man. He's got first cousins that are like his siblings too. So loves those kids. Always had a big heart, man. Shout out to him. 14th birthday. I hope this year is the best one yet.
Hey,
just the beginning of even more greater birthdays for you, my guy. Go out there, have a great year this year in school and life. You know what I mean? Just be a kid, man. Be 14.
Nice. Happy birthday. Hey. You say 6'2", 260?
Bro.
What?
I'm telling you, dog. When he was like
14,
we were walking back from after one of the football games, and we could hear the parents like talking like from the opposing team.
There's no way that's a middle schooler.
Yeah, and he was like 12, but he was already like at least 5'10", 5'11", and they were like, "Man, somebody check that kid's birth certificate."
Yeah, you gotta have
me being me, man. Like I was a little like I wanted to be like, do I have to slap you? But my nephew laughed and he was like, had it, and this is him. He laughed and no animosity at all, just kind of laughed and was like, "Yeah, I'm 12," and had his birth certificate with him because things like this have happened before at least.
Yeah,
and he was like, "See," and then his big ass
smile. Do the math.
Right, this is my birth certificate, and the guy was laughing too, and he was like, "Oh no, sorry, kid, we're just kidding." Yeah, lucky for that guy.
This kid's name is Leonidas. He's gonna kick your ass.
It's like you're lucky, but yeah, man. Anybody else out there having birthdays this week? happy birthday to you guys, man.
Yeah.
Don't ever
More
take.
life.
Oh man, more life, man. That's what I'm saying. Like no matter how things look bleak or just not where you want to be right now, keep pushing, man. More
Mm-hmm.
life, man. It's such a blessing to wake up every morning and just have the opportunity to have things get better for you. So go out there and if you're working on yourself, man, you know it helps a lot. It's helping somebody else working on themselves too. So don't be afraid
Oof.
to lend people a hand, man.
I
You know
like
what I
that.
mean?
I like that.
If we can share a meal,
Help
man,
another, help another.
sure. If we can share a meal at the table, we can share a bad time on the street. So, yep.
Each one teach one. Man. Amen. And happy birthday to you, Octobers. What is the October sign? Oh,
Pumpkin.
pumpkin.
I have no.
uh,
Is it a fish?
I
No.
think it's the Leos.
No, they're that's August.
Okay. Anyways,
Anyway,
you know who you are. You Libras. Happy birthday to all y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in, tapping in to Levasa, to the network, to the Ballinesian podcast. We very much appreciate you guys. And if you're in San Francisco, we'll see you guys in February. Super Bowl
man,
60. We're doing a panel. It's going to be on the hood of our car, but we're going to be out there. So definitely tap in. Follow us, follow the Ballinesian podcast on Instagram, follow the network on YouTube. And yeah, we'll see you guys around. For Coach Forrest, I am Lance Falatonga. We'll see you guys next week. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay balling, love and light. Peace.
ouch.